Welcome back to Tribal Whispers TV. Today, we are exploring something extraordinary: how remote tribes survive in some of the world's harshest environments. From deserts to frozen landscapes, these communities have developed unique skills and knowledge over generations to adapt and thrive. We often take our comforts for granted: grocery stores, modern medicine, heating, and cooling. But in these remote tribes, survival isn't always easy. Their way of life requires resourcefulness, wisdom, and a deep understanding of nature. So, let's dive into the art of survival. How do these tribes live in extreme environments? What can we learn from their methods and resilience? Our journey starts in the desert, where tribes like the Bedouins, San, and Tuareg live. Deserts are hot during the day, freezing at night, with very little water. How do they handle it? First, they know the land. Bedouins, for example, are experts in reading the desert. They know where to find hidden wells or underground springs. These sources of water are precious, and they carefully manage them. They also dress for survival. The Tuareg wear long, loose clothing that covers their skin, protecting them from the harsh sun while allowing airflow to keep cool. Instead of heavy boots, they wear sandals or light footwear, which keeps their feet cool and doesn't trap sand. Food is also a challenge in the desert. The San people, or Bushmen, are skilled hunters and gatherers. They know which plants can be eaten, which ones hold water, and which are used for medicine. They also dig for roots and tubers deep underground, a natural source of both food and hydration. In this harsh landscape, survival depends on knowing where to find life hidden beneath the surface. Next, we move to the jungle, home to tribes like the Yanomami in the Amazon and the Korowai in Papua New Guinea. Jungles may seem full of life, but they have challenges: dangerous animals, heavy rains, and dense forests. How do jungle tribes survive? The jungle tribes know how to blend in with nature. The Yanomami people know every plant and animal in their area. Some plants are used for food, while others are used for medicine or even as tools. For example, the Korowai people build houses high in the trees, sometimes 50 feet above the ground. Why? Because it protects them from insects, predators, and even floods. These tree houses are an incredible adaptation to the environment. Hunting in the jungle isn't easy. Animals hide well, and there are dangers. But the tribes have developed weapons and techniques for silent, precise hunting, such as blow darts and arrows. They know which animals are safe to hunt and which to avoid. In the jungle, survival is about blending with nature, knowing how to use the resources around you without overusing them. Now, let's move to the Arctic, one of the coldest places on Earth. Tribes like the Inuit have survived here for thousands of years in temperatures that can drop to -40 degrees. How do they stay warm and fed in such extreme cold? The Inuit have mastered the art of making warm clothing. They use animal skins, especially from seals and caribou, to make waterproof and insulated clothing. Sealskin boots, for example, keep their feet dry and warm even in icy conditions. They also build unique shelters. One example is the igloo, a dome-shaped snow house. While it might sound cold, the igloo traps body heat inside, keeping the temperature surprisingly comfortable. Food is another challenge. In the Arctic, plants are rare. Instead, the Inuit rely heavily on hunting. They hunt seals, fish, and even whales. The meat provides energy, and the fat keeps them warm, important in such freezing temperatures. They eat the food raw or frozen, which helps preserve nutrients that their bodies need. For Arctic tribes, survival is about staying warm, finding food in the cold, and making the most of what the environment offers. Finally, we look at tribes that live in high mountains, like the Sherpas in the Himalayas and the Aymara in the Andes. Mountains are beautiful, but they have thin air, steep cliffs, and cold weather. How do mountain tribes adapt? The Sherpas, known for helping climbers reach Mount Everest, have adapted to the thin air in the mountains. Over generations, their bodies have developed a higher capacity for oxygen, allowing them to breathe easily at high altitudes. They also build terraced farms on the slopes. It prevents soil erosion and makes it possible to grow crops like potatoes and barley, which can handle the cold. In the Andes, the Aymara people raise llamas and alpacas. These animals provide wool for warm clothing, milk, and meat. They also use the animals to carry heavy loads, helping with farming and travel on steep mountain paths. For mountain tribes, survival is about adapting physically and finding ways to grow food and stay warm in thin air. Each of these tribes has unique ways to survive, but they share common values: respect for nature, resilience, and deep knowledge of their environment. They don't waste resources, they protect their surroundings, and they work together as a community. In modern society, we can learn from their resourcefulness and care for the land. For example, sustainable living. These tribes only take what they need, ensuring that their environment can continue to provide for future generations. This mindset can help us find balance, using our resources wisely and protecting the earth. We can also learn resilience. These tribes face challenges every day, from extreme weather to dangerous animals. They teach us that, with patience and creativity, we can adapt and overcome challenges in our own lives. Thank you for joining us today on Tribal Whispers TV. We hope you've enjoyed learning about the art of survival from remote tribes in extreme environments. Their knowledge and traditions remind us that humans are capable of incredible things when we connect with nature and respect the world around us. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We'll be back soon with more stories, more wisdom, and more journeys into the heart of tribal cultures. Until next time, remember, the earth holds many secrets, and together, we can learn from its ancient guardians.